Welcome to our friends from all over the world. We are here today with Jennifer Holmes, our dear instructor from New Zealand. Welcome, Jen.
Thank you, Ale. Welcome. Welcome, everybody, wherever you are. It's great to be here again. And today we're going to talk about Safety Energy Lock 22. So I'm sitting holding my index finger, which is a quick way to harmonize my 22. Now, wherever you are, whether you're sitting or lying down, I'll talk you through the self-help so that even if you can't see the screen, you'll be able to participate. So 22 has a very close association, almost a symbiotic relationship with Safety Energy Lock 11. So I would like to start with just a little self-help to open our 11s. So take our fingers and on the right hand, place it across your left shoulder onto the left 11. And the other hand, your left hand goes to the same side 25, just to start releasing any tensions in the shoulders. And 11 is the number of the 7th depth. It is about bringing light into the body. As we open our 11s, we allow light, illumination to come in. So just take a few minutes and let's breathe, release any tensions in the shoulders and across that first thoracic vertebrae. Exhale down the front from head to toes. And inhale from toes to head. We know that both the intestines, the large intestine and the small intestine function energy flows through the 11s, flows through this first thoracic vertebrae. So as we release tension there, everything in the gut and the intestine area starts to regain balance and starts to release tension. Very important that these 11s are released. So now I'm holding the opposite shoulder. I've put my left hand across on my right 11, and my right hand goes to the 25 on the sit bone. So make yourselves comfortable and start releasing the tensions around the 11s. Now 11 is a master number. 2 ones. 1 is about connection from heaven to earth and earth to heaven. So if you double that, you double the intensity of the 1. 11 is also about developing soul power through loving, selfless service. My will in balance. And now the 22 is another master number. So it has the double action of the 2, and 2 is about body wisdom. 2 is also about the breath. So I'm moving my hands now to the front of my body, just under the collarbones. And you can hold there if that's comfortable. If it's not so comfortable, you can cross your hands and place them across the body. I like this feeling. This feels good to me. My palm of my hand is on the center of the 13, right on the sternum. And then my fingers are under the collarbone. So when I hold there, it's holding the 13 area with the 22. So 22, Mary tells us, came into the universe meaning complete. Oh, I was thinking, how does it make me complete when my 22s are open? So it's a very interesting area. This is where the mediator, the diagonal mediator, crosses. And so complete that 144,000 special body function energies flow through these 22s when they are in harmony. So apply your jumper cables, drop your shoulders a little more, right down to your toes. And inhale up the back. And exhale down the front. This is an area of gathering and dispersal. The 4 elements come together here at the 22s. So we can know balance in our emotional body. And we can gather aspects of being, of our energetic body that we need to hold on to here. And we can let go of that which we don't need any longer. So it's a wonderful place to hold if you need to adapt to stressful situations, adapt to a new environment maybe, adapt mentally to new conditions. I chose it because at the moment we're in a time in history, a time in our lives where we need to be very adaptive. We need to be flexible. And it's also a very stressful time for very many people. It's a lot of financial stress. It's a lot of uncertainty. It's a lot of worry about the virus. But if you can apply your Jin Shin Jyutsu jumper cables every day, we can be in a state of harmony and be content and happy wherever we are. So deepen your breathing. No trying to. Just being. Be with your breath. Be the breath. Be the smile that Mary talks about. Let the smile arise from within, a smile of gratitude, smile of knowing I have all the tools I need to help me to be in a state of harmony, to help me adapt to whatever situation presents itself in my life. I also know that holding the left 22 helps me to harmonize all the lymph in the greater part of my body to release toxins, to refresh my body. And on the right 22, it helps the lymph system in the right chest and shoulder area. I also know that the parathyroids and the thyroid glands located in this little V of the neck and the parathyroid glands either side are helped when I jumper cable my 22s. And I know that the thyroid gland helps to balance emotional stress, dizziness, shock, when our emotions take a dive. You can hold your 22s to regain that equilibrium. It also helps to balance my male and female characteristics. So it helps us to be more intuitive, to listen to that inner knowing. And it also harmonizes your logic and your reason. So if we go to Mary's self-help book 2, and we read about safety energy lock 22, on page 55, self-help book 2. She said, by applying our jumper cable, we can recharge our rundown energy battery, harmonize concepts, and help release perceptions into boundless dimensions. Our concepts, our thoughts. So it's harmonizing my thoughts and taking me from my material human state into the boundless dimensions of my mental and emotional and spiritual state. Boundless dimensions. And this reminds me that if you look at the numerology, 2 and 2, 22 is a 4. And the other 22 here is another 4. 4 and 4 is 8. So there's a connection here to our 8th depth. There's a connection to the 8 of the 26. So I'm going to take my right arm across under my left shoulder blade to safety energy lock 26 on the edge of the shoulder blade. There's another 8. And then my hands can go along the top of the scapula, this collarbone, and hold there. Sometimes it's a little tender. And I know this is going to help my thyroid. I've helped many people reduce medication by cleaning out the thyroids every day, placing your hand on the 26 and the other hand on the top of the collarbone. Just gently holding, releasing tension, and then moving a little bit more along, combing out the collarbone. And then a little further along again. And if you wish, you can go back to holding under the collarbone with your left arm, your right hand being on the left 26. This is to help your thyroid gland. A very important part of our endocrine system. And breathe. Exhale down the front to your toes, and from the toes all the way back up to the head again. I'm going to just gently bring my hands back to my 22s. These 22s can also help with our mental imbalances. It can help schizophrenia and depression. And the 11 and the 22, they have a connection. They're almost like a yoke around the top of the body, the physical body, from the shoulders, from the first thoracic vertebrae all the way down the spine to the coccyx. Those 33 wonderful vertebrae that, another master number, connect us back to spirit, the double three. So by holding the 22s and really starting to feel the pulses harmonize in that area, you're helping so many things in the physical, mental, spiritual bodies. It helps me to absorb calcium when my 22s are open. So it helps with osteoporosis. And it also helps with stroke prevention. Your shoulders dropped. Mary would say, drop your shoulders all the way down to your toes. Are you feeling more harmonized, feeling more in tune with yourself? So you have an infinitely greater balance in your body. I have many, many stories I could tell you about helping people by opening the 22s. But for me personally, who used to suffer from bad headaches, when I came to Jin Shin Jyutsu in my 40s, I was a migraine sufferer, menopausal. Another one here, yeah.
I wasn't menopausal. I had migraines as well.
You had migraines too. Yeah.
True.
Yeah. And did you find, Ali, that the 22s helped a lot with helping to get rid of the migraines? Yeah.
Sure.
A lot. Yeah.
20, 21, 22
20, 21, 22. So this 22 is part of that flow, the 20, 21, 22 flow. Yeah. And when you think about it, you know, the energy is coming here. The exhale starts at the occipitals, comes over the head, down the front of the body. And if you've got all this tension in your 20s, it's going to get stuck. stay here. So this 20, 21 to release from mental bondage, so that this perpetual, this higher consciousness can come in. I think Sarah just talked about this. Yeah, beautiful. This can come in, and that the headaches there's no room for headaches when we're open here in the 20s. But if the 21, we're still holding on mentally to things, this is going to be very blocked. And then the 22s, this is really connected now with our whole physicality. If there's tension here across the shoulders, Mary used to say that when the 11s were blocked, the intestines could feel strangulated. And we know that as you go down the body from bust line, waistline, hip line, the tensions get built up and more held in that lower area of the intestine area. Then we start to manifest all sorts of projects in the body. So this 20, 21, 22 is a very important flow to release that mental, emotional tensions before they build up. So that was my personal story, was when I had a headache or I felt a headache coming on, I would lie down and jump a cable, maybe do a spleen flow, and jump a cable my 22s just to release the tension in the head. When I started Jin Shin Jyutsu, I had a lot of accumulation from the 13, a lot of accumulation around the 13 to the 22. That's really important. I know my own experience to keep this clean, to keep it empty. I hope you're all feeling a little more content with yourself, with your circumstances, and just happy to be where you are. It is all perfect. You just have to remember that. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for being with me today, and thank you for letting me share. So important for us to share with you too.
Wonderful, Jen.
Sending love across the world.
Thank you so much, Jen, for sharing your wisdom, your light, your love with us. We love having you here.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. And go well, keep breathing, and keep your 22s open.
Open, happy and content.
Yeah.
So, till next time.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.